I'm trying to have fun, you know? That's a big part of why I'm doing this. And it's been a struggle lately, I'll admit it. It really has. Just finding the motivation to get up every day and do this stuff. And so the meaning of it had to change because of that. Oh, and these are one-legged RDLs. Commenter recommended it yesterday, and I haven't done them in forever. I was shocked, absolutely shocked by how pathetically weak I am at them. Now, of course, my right ankle is pretty badly injured, and my mechanics are thrown off enormously. But like, those are only 5 pounds. Those are like a little sissy aerobics weights, and I am struggling to stabilize. I'm struggling to keep, especially that right knee pointed forward. But my left leg, which is fine, I also found difficult to stabilize, and it was largely because the right leg was pulling me off center. So I forgot your name, commenter. I'm sorry. But these are definitely getting put in the rotation. I need a lot of work on that. And good call, you know. That's absolutely a good exercise for me to assert some will into and hopefully get somewhere. As you can see there, I'm fingering the afflicted ankle. So yeah, anyway, I was talking about fun, right? Like, this hasn't really been a lot of fun for me. Nothing has, you know? Like, and that's the problem. I think that's the very definition of depression in a sense. Like, your ability to find joy in regular things is greatly diminished, you know? And now I'm a recovering addict, and it's been a long time since I've used, or over a year at least. But that's part of addiction too. It's like you feed into a chemical, and it clicks that switch for you over and over and over again, faster and faster. Here I am pointing it out. Yeah, the ankle. That's, oh, it's so rough. I really got to floss, you know, floss that foot. But anyway, yeah, you know, you feed yourself a chemical in ever increasing intervals, and it trips that dopamine. And then you go off it, and there's nothing to trip it, you know, and you're used to a cadence that you're just stopping, right? So here I'm doing this Kleinschmidt press. It's not really a press, but I really like this movement. I should have moved a little closer. I apologize. It really gets into those muscles. It's definitely a mid-glute origin issue for the right leg, because I could feel it just firing when I was doing those one-legged RDLs. And here, the stretch was borderline dangerously painful, you know, and look at that right leg kick it, you know. But anyway, right? Happiness. So you go off a chemical, and your body has no ability to do that dopamine for you. You start seeking other things, right? Cigarettes, coffee, sex, porn, the computer, what have you. Anything to just get a little bit of that happening for you, so you don't have to rely on yourself exclusively. And none of that shit works, you know. Most people in recovery will grasp at it like desperately, and all it does is distract them, but it doesn't actually fulfill in any way, you know. And that's true of regular people in regular life too. Like, we think these things, because they provide us with a low grade amount of satisfaction in a very short period, there's kind of like a math that takes place in the brain where it's like, well, it's better than nothing. It actually isn't. And that super sucks, by the way. I say that with no pleasure. Because on paper that makes sense, but all it does is makes you dependent on another external stimulus. And I don't know where I'm going with this exactly, except like maybe you're depressed and you just need to be depressed, you know? Like, maybe there's something you haven't sorted underneath the surface. And your strategies of avoidance are really just a strategy of delay. And a good delay strategy can be useful. It can buy you some time. You can fortify yourself to a point that you're ready. You're actually ready to process this thing. But usually it's compulsive, or it turns compulsive after a while, you know? And then you're not only sad, but you have a compulsion you have to unpack too. It's a shit plan. That's all I'm getting at. Oh, this was fun with the bar. So the Klein press with the bar, it was super hard to stabilize. I could feel like this weird hyperextendy feeling in my elbow. Yeah. I don't have any answers, right? And I keep toggling. I keep switching gears between the lifts I'm doing and like what I'm trying to convey to you. I don't know, right? What can any of us do? I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to endure. I'm supposed to sit in this discomfort and integrate it. And it'll pass, because it always does. But I just don't want to. It's affecting too many other things in my life. And I need those things to be healthy and cared for. I need them to feel both that they are loved and capable of love. And I just don't think I'm doing a very good job at that, you know? And I'd like to do better. Anyway, this is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other out there. I'm going to try hard to do the same. I got to get to work. Those were my goofy lifts today. I also did regular stuff too. Anyway, tomorrow.